once after international duties, a club football, a bounce back, and Yami Adoma. A weekend, you been a lot of European League matches. Now, Enunti coaches in no press conferences ahead of a game on war. Yami Adoma, Saturday and Sunday. Now, my mention is free Enzo Maresca, ne press conference. Na say, na Enzo Maresca press conference. Na say, I know the Akotuja say, Kopama injury no. Odi kan be kasa is after international break no betimaba. Na emum ente sa sese obekɔ fie another 6 weeks a yenya hu Kopama ɛwɔ hɔ. So na oye wrong about first information a ɔde ba abonten say after international break ebe hu Kopama. After sa story anase news na coach nde ba ye no. Me hu say nkofo tage Enzo Maresca say o abetwa ntro e de akyerɛ mo. Which untimi blame coach ni because a medical team no and a beka coach no bia player bia medical report ebeba. So based on the medical team no beka coach no and then a coach no betina press conference asia obeka because coach no enye expert in terms of the medical field. Ya wo mo ye expert. That's the reason why every professional football club our medical team coach need the no concentrate on field ne tactics no on nisa medical background no. Enti se wo blame coach ne say one beka no cry and Chelsea supporters are in a way one year fair to Enzo Maresca. But Ken ni nyina na say Kopama ne groin injury no e yade e wo hodada. Na omo ball Manchester United game no ana setback ne esa ba ebie ma e be ye kese. So man team my friend said Chelsea ya say Kopama no mu hu say ombema na rest kakra omo nkoye ne surgery. Na enkosi say ebobo international break na ba no wetimi a recover. Until say na anu ye omusa akọ assess no mu hu say there be. Yenye ni surgery dia ene obese here another 6 weeks bie no de atena fie. E ka hu bi ana ene press conference na se no coach ndi aba. So the Chelsea for no air trial be ye ne say ompese omo ye conservative treatment. Say ye ka conservative treatment a non-surgical approach ye de manage a medical condition. Say play a prayer, ye koye no operation a surgical approach. By the moment I better see a play and say on ye surgery or on ye surgery biano, and ye can say conservative treatment, and only a non-surgical approach. Now they are managing sa treatment no. So the Chelsea for person ye edema Kopama no, a sa conservative treatment no. Now any play or better conservative treatment biano, ye will component me inside was so film. The edi kan pa a rest. So the reason why I Chelsea for as I make the announcement about say Kopama 6 weeks no onkoye surgery no also here rest because onkoye surgery a conservative approach no be use. After rest no the next component a pain management. Say yen koye surgery. Ono so yentimi enforce no e ma ne games no. The moment I be force no yentimi manage pains no e ne groin no. So in conservative treatment, I also making sure say the pains no better manage. I can who be normally akọ 6 weeks and a physical therapy. And to nyoma miensa Chelsea for epese Kopama fam no, rest, pain management and a physical therapy. And no and a conservative treatment at Chelsea for person use edema Kopama. And Ken, me te Chelsea for na say. Me mini medical field. Chelsea doctors in the name day. Ana o madwi mu no ene o mu hwehwe mu no o mu susu se sabrantie no ye ma ne rest ne ya nya ni surgery be boa Chelsea fo a adinti na yen respect the medical team decision at the long run no say watch the bigger picture say o rest no betima ye 100% fit a be boa Chelsea dan say ye be pray ho say ye be ma na rush say abrantie ni ma be si akan enke 6 weeks na Kopama ekotene fie no eye 1 month, that's 2 weeks. And so 1 month, 2 weeks, no Kopama ebe me say Nottingham Forest game no this weekend. Omoni Ayas, omoni Sunderland, omoni Wolves ewo EFL Cup no, omoni Spurs, omoni Carabao, omoni Wolves biem ewo Premier League no, omoni Burnley and omoni Barcelona. These are the matches that Kopama ebe me say. Obi bia watch Chelsea bia intimi and dispute the fact say Yeka one of the most important players for Chelsea set up now e Kopama. Ni influence for Chelsea team ni no eso. It is a Chelsea see a kind of Kopama woman or idea a lot at the match Chelsea bobuko no. And Chelsea be here say on benyo mu Kopama amano so be stay fitter or betima boa Chelsea bobuko no. But Ken In as much as Metias say Kopama is very important in Chelsea, no. So what check Chelsea against Benfica, Chelsea against Liverpool. Other players now what Chelsea needs to demonstrate actually say even without Kopama, omo capable so bet to manage every new games no. And so what check games are Kopama MSC akem. Se Kopama mpokra NC akem against Nottingham Forest. Other players against Nottingham Forest no. I believe on bet me up perform against Nottingham Forest. Oh, but against Ayasa. Ayas enye side abeka so money bro so bia to the extent say o misi Kopama untimi mbo against Ayas, against Sunderland, against Wolves, against Carabao, against Burnley. It is all that checking matches are Kopama MSC a akesi pay won pani express and Barcelona game no. And then abeka say any MSC star player to be affecting by Chelsea players no against Liverpool, against Benfica. Omo kire say even without Kopama omo ye capable. Mejitu say Kopama wo Chelsea team ni ma or add a lot. By Sawasha the bigger picture now, Kopama even here enough rest, no waiting any sign full fitness no, and the other Chelsea Bobukuno. So what say to your coach now, or say Pedro Neto Mpokrano, a doubtful against Nottingham Forest. Ken, say Kopama in Siakai. Pedro Neto, a doubtful. I believe a big opportunity. Adema Estivao. So what's a coach in the shah says so use Estivao. Our Chelsea set up him. And the reason why I make us ask me say, Kopama will Chelsea set up Nima. Ono ni yama ni free rule. Operating as the number 10. Serve freedom with purpose. Freedom abet me move into every zone. You know. Yes, I know. Ana about the Pedro Neto ho baby or professor of Bopano. The right wing. Say Kopama ni ho. Ana Pedro Neto ye doubtful. The only player abet me do say so Buaka say. Or Chelsea set up Nima no opportunity to bet my babu ni ye pana. To me, I believe Estevao. Sa number 10 row no. Facundo ni a very good player, but I believe Estevao no was through. Estevao confidence no was through. The last game of boy here against Liverpool, quite fast to free bench. Ebe share go in the match also many the 3 maximum points. Or call Brazil national team. When the modern boy with the national team. So Abrante in the form of Wapekino, I believe and minute John Terry again say now Copa many ho. Abrante offense Pedro Neto a doubtful no. Player any time say what's a coach in the chat say you soon no. Estevao either so about the number 10 rule and also be you soon as the right wing or Chelsea set up him. But another good news for Chelsea say coach in the press conference no or say thousand Adarabi or you back our Chelsea set up him for Fana back Andre Santos back which I believe a good news for Chelsea. By player will be free Chelsea set up him apart from Kopama no be dia show on so free till December which sad news for this chap. Because Ocheke after Sebedia show free injury by you know, or shall say be form. Recently, now we have born and Bedia show bona not perform very well. So you know, can Ocheke a year coach in the press conference now? Yenya good news kakra and yenya bad news kakra. But you know, playing against Nottingham Forest, players of more Chelsea, Obi Obenya available for selection, be an capable say, Obeti Mama Chelsea and the resource. Hansi Flick so every in the press conference, you know. Now Hansi Flick press conference, and I know say, Lamine Yama. Ana Abrante friend say Femi Lopez back. Bano mabane good news edeba Barcelona nemum against Girona. Lamine Yamal and Femi Lopez ntimi mbo full 90 minutes. So either say ombeshas ye ni me free and also on free bench ediaba. Ana no pay. Ferran Torres so Barcelona for diaba bonten say we pra discomfort kakra wo ho. So no so ye out against Girona bobuku no. And Ken Barcelona move training and nano pay no. Reports eba ni nyina kire say coach ni experiment kakra because o lose some key guys. Na experiment a Hansi Flick Barcelona training grounds no. O yusu Marcus Rashford as the number 9 Barcelona training grounds nene. Reason why you use Marcus Rashford the number 9 role ni say. The first choice striker Lewandowski or out we pra. Se oni ho a Ferran Torres nebo we pra. It is a Ferran Torres anyhow. Lewandowski ni ho a the only option na wo gidie woni mu se obetima bo the number 9 role ama Barcelona boboku ni sese no Marcus Rashford. Enti anopai or try Marcus Rashford the number 9 role. Se Marcus Rashford number 9 na it means say the left wing role no into krobeda ho. And Calco Barcelona set up him no be available for selection. The operating on the left wing, you know, Abrante friend say Rafinha. But also see out against Girona. Say Rafinha ni wa, the about the left wing, you know, Marcus Rashford. Also na coach in the Nekobo number 9. No. And say Marcus Rashford any a left wing go. Now Rafinha ni left wing go. Other players who multiple boss are no Danny Olmo. Also see out of the game. then Gavi or out of the game. And our Barcelona training grounds are no pay no. The left wing grew hono. Now you heard you bet my operative ho. And another experiment Hansi Flick and anano pay no. So you sue Baudi. Our the left wing grew. And no pay experiment me no Hansi Flick or Barcelona training grounds no. Or my Rashford board the number 9 rule. I know you sue Baudi. Our the left wing grew. When you change say likely say Nyame adum against Girona. Sesa na coach ni bet me use dia. You be who Baudi on the left wing, then Abrante offensive Marcus Rashford on the right wing. Can say you go football ni ehwe agopamane so a. You will different departments. You will goalkeeping departments, defensive departments, midfield departments, and the forward line departments. The duty of the forward line department ni say team no goals on beche the majority of the goals are team the beche no. And what say the forward line department to. But what check Barcelona team na ken this season. Baby, injuries I hit you on my forward line departments. Injuries affect Lewandowski, Rafinha, Ferran Torres, Dani Olmo. Say players simple come returning from injury. Yes, you want to be 90 minutes. And the players are who expect some bit about Barcelona that needed numbers. Yes, season as an injuries and affect you. Last season, now you come Barcelona bobo kona. Almost 60 games in our competition. 174 goals. Out of 174 goals, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Ferran Torres, Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, and Femi Lopez, 133. It is our players where you more Barcelona anymore. Out of 174 goals almost in the last season, some players where more anymore 133. A child say majority of Barcelona goals no a yomonation. So you say new season, I say. Who expected our players need to mama or numbers no, and the only way our players able to mama on numbers no, the first one availability for selection, and the players are expect some mama on numbers or available for selection a best day and mama on numbers and tiene o check Barcelona department ni now of field this one baby I affected Barcelona kesi pano the forward line department can who be and then the coach ni experiment no or the Marcus Rashford air number 9 now or the air Baudi air the left wing group a show say Barcelona nim hono omu lose a lot of key players are. Me hope say after Girona game no Barcelona players the majority of them no ebet my fit no make me abeshe Barcelona set up nim me pe classico Barcelona and Real Madrid nan obi use a strong 11 na ma classico nim eso etimi ayede me dem no be cinema me nko wie was slot a press conference no ye busa ne say so far McAllister ne form na you slow dodo ana slot say enye boy na pre-season where on and off Yebe season na no call off. Oba went me anya pre-season by kakra. McAllister eba. Into obi anya abochire because of experience of pekene form. Okay. Obi oni McAllister bia from Brighton by Liverpool. Last season na Liverpool Egypt Premier League no. Obebo Mohamed Salah din, obebo Van Dijk mudin, obebo players in there din. By one player no ye instrumental. Oh, Liverpool setup him was McAllister. But it's quite unfortunate to see a season as no. Out of 463 minutes no ontimi peke radio said McAllister won a former or ma onioma miensa Liverpool set up him defensive work or you very industrious finfin ho or sa ko nani ma ni goal threat atwe goals or taise pressas sit and long range or sa no then again or the stability any control be finfin ho. So I agree perfectly with Slot say onya McAllister back I say she sobos like form she Gravenberg a form dia can you say McAllister ebe pekine form. Okay. Na Abrante offense Florian Wirtz a pekine form. Send the midfielders ne pekine form a ebe boa Isaac mu ana Mohamed Salah mu anim ho. So me hope say McAllister ebe ti masa pekine form.
Alex McAllister.
Yes.
Okay, any kwame. Others and Bremen na be the family.
Kevin say na mentor so. The tell say you see naturally player upper Ballon d'Or, upper FIFA best, upper individual glories, normally they are selfish with their injuries. Now sometimes it was a clubs na mo when you players na who be brave. Me can't you see Kopama situation so na match what be. If I do remember, Chelsea bought West Ham United on the 22nd of August. Like I got 2 months ago, right? 4 days before that game, Chelsea training. Cole Palmer enya groin injury. Me but you follow me very well. Onya groin injury, you know. And so yenya ne kakra man in kobo body bi. Mo kai Chelsea versus West Ham no. Chelsea warm up and a Cole Palmer pull it off. And but he could not continue because warm up ni mo. Na groin ne ka no warm up ni mo. And we yi ni sinche. Quickly, and the mama risk a year reshuffle anymore. Oma Willen Extava Ujina right war Neto on the left, Joao Pedro as a number 10. And about Dilap last game amani no. It was because boy no Cole Palmer had pulled off during the warm-up. Ye press conference I said and I'm a risk Becca said Cole Palmer our issues be that 4 days ago with groin injury, but no more tries on a man abobo ni bi. But to come on with August come. Iti quickly na England national team nanka ya Fred Cole Palmer. And the Chelsea had to inform the English national team so on to me more ni bi. Me ba to enye this international window ya etwa ya o. Make up Bakubi na Ghana. Ya any Chad any Mali boy. And say the be say enye we had the year bia. England, they were supposed to play Andorra and Serbia. In fact, Mami Sankai Mubio, Cole Palmer and Bukayo Saka, or me and one Kobe. Saka, no hamstring injury against Leeds. Cole Palmer was not part of the team. And I was on a woman because we have groin injury. Your free international breaking it bar, pet, not Chelsea, and Bob Brentford. And also Soja for starting game from the bench or by the Bobby. Sad time and another grinding young boy. Chelsea ball against Bayern Munich. Can't check your picture number the no. Na men cast I'm sure. Because the whole goal was that Yanso so Cole Palmer so non kobo against Bayern Munich. Can me patrol share television also. Yeah, this is Cole Palmer. And I was so sebi na yase no ebi am ne grind one and all came this is against Bayern Munich. Before I would say radio boy wa koto and na yase ne ya because no one no Ken wait I was saying can you Cole Palmer quite ne fie because against Manchester United proud to the game the Chelsea coach was preparing without Cole Palmer. Because that boy clearly na ontimi mobo ni bi. Sa Groin no say mo hwewa Nancy akra ontimi nantimi. Eno na samo be kai Lamine Yamal ball Paris Saint-Germain game we na so ontimi nanti. Enye izo. Because Groin na ase wo sere mu inside wo sere ni mu wo. Nti o ma na hwe wo yi a wo bebre. Nti obi ni wo na osusu so bebo Manchester United game no. Only for the coach to say anopano Omo hotel na Palmer say, "Are you okay, Obebo?" And no kobo ya. 21 minutes they had to pull him off. And when and ya know, and the Cole Palmer say, "Oh blessa." So the quest for gaining numbers now, what prayer no. Half there, what's if you crowd more? We no. Because if he had rested very well, in by this time no one turn all bobo. But member say he's staying out for even longer. Or bet check. Because wow, groin injury on came. Start say na uko and I say we take care of your body. After 3 weeks, you are good to go. A free mind on a moderator, you are spending 2 to 3 months. Say a year casia party, I say be a minor injury can be a over 4 months. Say any stage, you know, a moderate the and you see now watch 1 month, watch 2 yakika kwa treno. Now, say what it is say Ken. Groin no. Unya treatments no doctors for na say free bibi rice. They say biane ye di rice. RICE. Let her be our the echere. R no echere rest. Jiwa home. You rest. I no echere ice. And you see and say Ken someone say ye bobola. Patrick Kent ubenya ice treatment na di amamia. Omo cheche ice block. Can we hear television no so na wo di atare baby a ya wo ya no sa. I don't know. Every 1 hour bia wo di tare be 20 minutes na we. Now they are carry 20 minutes. Inti I no rest. I know the ice. See no compression. I know now be use bandage. E dey achechere e ho no. It's what the chechira. Now we compress baby ya no. Then the last one elevation. Elevation is say we are winning in area. O kwada ho a na say be wo the pillow. E dey ato baby ya no. Wo dey ato ase na 9 mu apagya kakra. That is the best way of treating groin. But the most important thing and the first one is rest. You are home. It is a Kopama no. On one and a swording and the deep club no, and on when we are do something no. Chelsea would have to take over. Moment here boy any view. So Jane, we say because they say no individual glory is not bad, but they need to calm him down. Dear Tosubu, me see Hansi Flick and now cry no press conference na be koso no. And the main TV crown committee be here because in some noa na kopufo ekeka fa Barcelona ho no. Say Lamine Yamal or ye late against Paris Saint-Germain. Na say ni ye nya ye nim say we late against in fact e wo Barcelona pre-game ho a uchu mu time ye be drop you. Kopufo no e ba no so boy na ye late na coach no person or drop Lamine Yamal against Paris Saint-Germain. Name e ye deco. Any penny for an Hansi yasi. In some no, so kakra. Because Hansi ampa said de ko ba be gina nanim. I catch as a master. Me my own drop Lamine there. Eh strange. And I was like, okay. And then Papa no be address that at press conference. Hansi buy no. Hansi say ono all hide bibia or come on the credit ya tray say. There is central for an keka no sebi. And nonsense and yet crap. And some no ayamienu. Either say what Hansi Flick is saying is true, or obviously, on me ma radio Sony TV so embeka say asamni yeno crap. Ninche ka wanna say why na the information in command central for no now saying omunya Barcelona information inside sources too much. Now saying someone ego in some their cosmo dressing room and in some na cosmo Barcelona no now saying appear too much into why na the information in command central for sir. Now let's analyze the situation very well because you doha ni doha. Okay, let's do this, Ken. You see the backbone of Hansi Flick's team. How united that team ni the unity is very important. Barcelona team na Hansi ashishen. And again, German coaches there. More this system, I'm a system na fa with average players ebefa because the team is united or you good to go. It is a one breaky how united Barcelona what's saying the team. It is an unseen warrior. He's in fact or try as much as possible to protect Barcelona team, you know. Oman conform bim. Oman won't can some embassy because say if the unity breaks, Hansi Flick done. It's again. Watch recent times, sir. Yo, Hansi Flick the Mradia Basse. Say any pre-game one. We are wine so with ye chire. Say ya ran now ball. We are late 1 minute here with Yati Umobonibi. Hansi decided did so many players. Juice Kunde, autonomy and 3 times. Preseason game back and now against Alaves, October, or ye late 2 minutes, coach Namanambo Bonibi. And now against Espanyol, or ye late 1 minute, coach Namanambo Bonibi. Okay, maybe it is Juice Kunde alone. Marcus Rashford, and now or ye late 2 minutes against Hetefi, coach Namanambo Bonibi. Hafinya atono coach no wa manambo bo ni bi inaki pena omukwa Saudi against Atletico Bilbao Super Cup wa manambo bo ni bi it's coach no wa insist say no matter how big you are ubu club no mra umobo ni bi that is the law. So you are not big or you are not bigger than the club itself. That is the law. It's again just imagine say Saudi di Hafinya Who dey di Jules Konde? Who dey di place ni bebre? Na afei edu Lamine Yamal so one friend no then na what can they accept the rest of the players? Because Lamine Yamal dey any be test case pow. Say I say dey say you can replace us. Na Lamine Yamal swear.
Because with the Copa will break his story. Once almost saying, I can say, selling a game the size in the city. Now, when you remember one team, like I said, Barca player late for 2 minutes. Or your team, Mima,
Yes, a more.
Now, you could see. Now, be some question beside information also about it. I saw it in my one team.
They want me.
Some information because we inside source.
Now I'm saying inside sources never.
Players also a man for central for information.
And also so near some no.
Your footballers now the information. And now Hansi Flick be say you turn away. Nipa kro ka ene mo bi ehun say me na me say.
And also one of sources within the team.
Source within the team. Ono central no say. Enti who be say you turn away here.
Asam no wen susu say be. And I impose say no cra. Na just say aggrieved players, the players are not happy. Say at all, Lamine in Guardia. Mama Nabo. What? Because and again, it's that game, no. If Barcelona decided to drop Lamine Yamal, na Nkobebo Rashford and Rooney Baji, it was that game anymore. That's a game no so mu lose okay, come the best share and no. A difficult situation.
I deal with the yin to me and some money.
Can I say I don't know Obia the name I come na Lamine Kwande penny for best step in. You see, at the end of the day, say me who say pressure eba Hansi so. Second year. As some na eba baba so na no dogs too much. And until now we making sure that Thiago Alcantara eba step in and our cap place in album because unity if Barcelona are united, they are good to go. Say omoma die bi fra bontin be breaking the unity of the team one and then the Barcelona and say any beba no.
Say you play no leak information so.
And no so near some no. Say clearly nature say nkofo bi say inside the moon leak because any no. Lamine Yamal ego in some ne buy no. In someone na dressing room na wa bontin.
Coach never can ego Pedro say coach ni player. Obeka.
Ay. Coach ni exactly.
What can I say?
Why coach ni mbeka. In some now, I said the second season of Hansi. I'm on for targeting or bro, information will be he need to defend it. Can't keep baby. John Terry Extravao see or John Terry see ma Extravao and bo games in be. Ken media the metimia can say Extravao no nanko be ko buy munchin PSG and Chelsea title. Barcelona dear, a Sansani agent Andrew Carey. No ni deko kuntoka because or the Victor okay koma deko mu say na kwada nti onu mu nyanda kwa and Andy Carey no so no metena say because also no ye agent and I say or ye scout at the Barca. Nti there is no way na boy any beba Barca and again na Barca wala Lamine Yamal. And Andy Carey so ni ma don for kuntoka nti na boy no onko ho. Carey say the reason why or decided so mama boy na kwa Chelsea say Chelsea for shenebo so mama boy na bobo ni bi half a boy ni say number 10 no ope Chelsea for shenebo say in the future o mama na bobi first promise say Chelsea say o mama na bobo ni bi inti eye boshe and na me so me come amedi and I will continue to defend my point in say player with 18 years now I'm now back because young players, they need to make mistake. They must make mistake. And need and must mistakes there. And was somewhere yes, that's a part of the growing process. You know? And see, he needs to start playing. He needs to start making mistakes today. And then Brahma extravao, Ababe extravao.
Okay. I guess Tavayo William. Biggie.
Ken.
Say we got to the Papa show. I'm focused on this. I say I got
I reckon then I see United more.
I'm almost say 2-0. And now crowd me shame your mom we are current now. I will beat my Liverpool 3-1. Now say Liverpool and say now for Galatasaray branch Liverpool.
I said Galatasaray home.
Now say Manchester United team will Turkey. Go challenge league.
Ken. We say me trying to say United be share consecutive league matches at once. Esia. Me chance ya United asem. So we win back week following week was Ashe. I share 2 league matches at Waso. Now I come Manchester United as them. For now the BBNC fancy sign. Until you now betray. Kidom Mikel Arteta on say Wabe one of the longest 7 managers in the English Premier League. No Mubisa Arteta and Arteta say or a privilege or a grateful. Name he knows to say a Jumana obeyeno and no na ebe require say obeche in a club. And I'm very happy say Mikel Arteta and who knows how Ken say Obe Fatima looking at baby a team in the war. Say nipa be nya time ama opa. Ye hwe baby na team ne da. Any baby all the team na baba bi si.
What do you say?
Mikel Arteta. What do you almost 6 years?
6 years.
Yes. About 2019.
What did he?
FA Cup back.
The team no wouldn't.
And until I make us say Obe Fatima.
Who say why o progress? You team we are progressing today. What the cup now progressing team or what team na.
That is why I'm saying say me there. Say papa ne hu say adwuma na obeye no. Eno na be boa mo the longest 7 manager and asa obeche wo club.
But 6 years one FA Cup. That's what chasa. Because also we need the second. We need the quarter final Champions League. And in church as well.
Because of baby obe fa team no.
Abas na form sir.
Na e wo form.
Sir.
Yes. Na e wo form. Venga GG League. But post the Venga era, Venga core you know. Omo mbe take over no mo ntimi nya adwuma no. It got to that point ah. Na Arsenal bo ko na lose hope. Omo lose trust supporters no. Any GD say omo team ne said ye na sitia during the Venga era no. E betimi nso asa baba be yesa bim. E di e be start season ah. Onte Arsenal supporter oba be kasa ye betimi agi league mpo. Onte Arsenal supporter obebie na no. Ababa be kasa o league ye be compete krampo. Debbie, because no team ne conform to the extent say almost loses our trust and confidence in whoever takes off the club. Ateta buy no, and o shall say or build BB, and a GD ne shall say eba back. Consistently, positions are now ordinary and yet, but they didn't complain because Obefa team ne never formed. And ne say ye shall Garcia, Arsenal supporter who would GD so mobile compete for the title. Though onim so mobile, but once they have gotten close. 3 consecutive times in there. Only me say free shall me here ko yebre bia. Omo betimi agi league libi. It's that kind of confidence a supporter benya. No the attack team echi no. Coach I friend say Mikel Arteta. And this our confidence number back to the Arsenal team. But the entity America say nipa benya brama on why adwuma with team ho a. Ejina ba bia na team ne won ne say. Arsenal supporters now they have gotten over what coach I friend say Mikel Arteta yema omo. Ba bia no omo da no. A obefa omo free ye no. Omo refi. Now what they know they say, Sika ya di amount, players are to the amount. It is time. So you be the man Arsenal boko no. It is Arsene Wenger nim. Say Juma na obeye no. Enu na betimi aboa no wacha wo club mu a. He should know. Osha Pep Guardiola obehu. Manchester City today doesn't talk about Pep Guardiola. Etoda enkoyi, etoda obeye mistakes, but nobody talk about him because Juma na wa ya di ama club no. The club na baba be si baby a. Obia wo gidie woni mu. The same thing applies to Sir Alex Ferguson. The same thing applies to coach Arsene Wenger. It is all percent dependent on GD be now. No show with team anymore. Baby, you're not team that no mun team in trophies. You are far gone from that state. Say see baby Arsenal baba be no. Supporters if you say we say we be mama. To be twaso. No why you juma with team anymore. No be the great. No be the longest 7 managers in one from a ya. You have to start winning laurels for Arsenal because 6 solid years, 1 FA Cup. They kept quiet just because of baby obey you free, you know. But in so far buana ni sunko ene jano nso so ani sunko. Nti Arteta no win this. I was say here Juma na glory to the chance say ba. Ken Ange Postecoglou I say on the story na always the same. Say o man time now jano nko adia. Enkodu say on free team ni na onko no wa get trophies amount. You look at Ange Postecoglou baby awaye adwuma compared to say baby owo I Nottingham Forest. Now they didn't come on a wood, you know. The last 3 adwuma awaye before Nottingham Forest, Yokohama Marinos. Ken he joined in 2018. The second season, OG League Edema team no. Right from the start, na performance ni okay. So they got that kind of confidence. Say you jai papa say onye adwuma obetimi aboa yen. Eno mu ja no eno ye adwuma. E wi ase no. no agye profit mako 5 and sana o free honum no ko join Celtic or join Celtic the first season 2021-2022 or G League the Celtic bo boku no ball na obo na efe good football and an body ma team no aside that he was winning the trophies enti obi owo honum bia hu say what shall see yie enti say ye jam what so clearly obetimi aye adwuma na de aboa na de ye hwehwe ne ye nsaka oba Tottenham the first season he made an impact e Tottenham anu na mo munya confidence ni gidie o mo decide to mo be jana ma na to aso make away because before joining Tottenham ken na the previous season Tottenham bo ko na the 8th Premier League ni with 60 points Obefa Tottenham the first season odomu di 5th and onya 66 points and the per league table no improve per point no science will improve and the Tottenham for no benya gidie say first season there so to be defeat to Premier League ni mo ye jaw ma to aso obeboyen eno na nam so ema omu ja na ma no to aso the ball last season we eventually or G Europa Cup ni ma odo etu teams na wakom no de ye yardstick na hyase ne ye but at Nottingham Forest say na hyase ne tie Nottingham Forest this season Nuno Espirito Santo ano ye adwuma ma omo from last season and na abon or the team na baba be PM this season ken the first game of the season or win ye or share 3-1 second game of the season or draw ye and or lose the third game of the season and na team ra due to problems and see momentum from last season and Opamono na Ange Postecoglou ba ye no ne start ne nye 7 matches our ball e dey am Nottingham Forest boboko no on win ba kokra we lose 5 and our draw just 2 and looking at this start na nipa onu no bia build team mama no Nottingham Forest it was great in the past but now saying who pe coach omo best performance for Premier League ni mo a e Nuno Espirito Santo last season odo mo qualify the Europa Cup but the Nuno Impono team running in a problem when you botra we say you no na last season odo mo qualify Europa no wa pam no na how much more wa start na nye it in some na ode toto ho so no man brave you to major trophies no it is because say the last 3 jobs na wa fa ni nyina no the start has been good and almost ashase ne so no mo dia ma na kwanya ma na to so the following seasons but see am na wo ka say Nottingham Forest omo and that's 17th on the Premier League log team owner ni ntimi nya abotre na onko so ntwan enti o bibi ya on shase no onye ni sesi a na sa o ma me time amaje trophy no
o de Chelsea pam na so one year fair
Ken yes one way or the other but
because the possibility that Chelsea the share Nottingham Forest was super great
very high but me no be the other say
Chelsea game in from one game for
there be want to be in from because Nottingham Forest screw ya players screw ya say last season over Chelsea will home I am sure Senka will have confidence for Nottingham and the team owner no want to mean twan say one chance here obepamo amwako o bibia onye ni sesi a no nya so odi de atwam etoto ho because I know ni mpo no ene ne boy bra
me don say mama Samra na memro so sesi na yemfa